Hello, friends. Thanks for tuning in. This is going to be episode 5, I believe, of the hearse build, and we're going to cut up some of the interior in this vehicle, and I'm going to cut out this rear section here and show you how I do that. Basically, I'm going to cut out everything kind of like the same thing like I did with the door, but I'm not going to cut it out totally. Get that by. I'm gonna leave like a small section down here on the bottom. Let me see. I want to use a different color so you can see it better. I'm just gonna leave a little section like this that I'll leave on there just to hold it in place, and I can actually be able to go in through here or here and inscribe that out. Then I'll glue it to the door. Then I'll cut that out, and it'll be aligned already with the outside of the door, and then I just got to build the sides of the inner skin there. But real quick, I just wanted to say, if you didn't get to see my Sunday Model Cars and Coffee video, go check that out. That's where we posted the giveaway. That was last Sunday, February 1st. Check that video out. We got 2 of these kits that we're going to give away, flocking kits. So go check that video out and get signed up for that. But so excuse me. Let me pause you and get some stuff together, and I'll bring you right back. Okay, sorry about that. Had to grab my my scriber, and I'm gonna swap out the tip real quick, and we're gonna put the 0.01 tip back in there, the smallest tip I got. And then we'll start etching the rear door out from the inside. Here's about the easiest way to get at it. So, just kind of go along here and up the sides and until we get it severed. Let me pause you. I'll swap out these bits. I mean, that's pretty simple. It's just a nail and key, loosen it up, swap the bit out. But I'll pause you. I'll swap it out and bring it right back. All right, so we got the tip changed out, and we're just going to cut this up. I'll do a little bit with you, and then I'll do the rest off camera. And that's kind of hard to see there, but there's my line. I'm trying to fight with the camera and go backwards here. So there's my line right there. We're just going to scribe that side out. We're going to scribe that side out, and then we'll just scribe along the bottom here. So and I showed you guys this before, so I'm not gonna get all into it, but you just kind of keep going like that. It's pretty simple. But I'm gonna get this cut out 90%, except for this little 1/4 inch of an area that I put in blue there, and then we'll do that at the end. So I'll get this done. I'll pause you, and then I'll bring you back. Just real quick, just wanted to show you. I ran this thing down there a few times, and just look at the material that is pulling off. This thing is just, it works great. You got to get this tool. It's in the description if you want to go check it out. It's an Amazon thing. Let me get back to it. Okay, so I did most of all my cutting, and I did it along the back side. You can see most of all that showing through already, and then it was able to show through on this side pretty transparent when I put it up to the light. So I was able to go in on the back side and start cutting, which I haven't completed yet. I still got this section here and some of this, and I notched out this middle a little bit just so it's easier for this to glide across it. and I still got my points at the top. So I'll cut those points at the top last so that I'm not moving this around too much once it's weakened, you know. But it's almost ready to come out now. So now I'm doing my cuts from the back side, not the interior side. So I'm going to continue on and I'll bring you right back. All right, so I got good news and I got bad news. And I think I also got plastic in my beard. So we're cutting this out on this corner, and I was kind of being a little bit aggressive with it. And I popped that loose. So, but my tops are still secured just a little bit on the edges. So this isn't really that big of a deal. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put it back down, and I'm going to put a tiny spot of glue on there just to hold it in place. And I'll get the tops cut out the rest of the way, and then we can we'll have to cut the back side of this window out too, which I marked out already, and I put that little V line in there, and that's just to remind me I want to cut in on this side of that line. So we'll do that, and then we'll bring you back. And to glue that on, I just used the Tamaya extra thin cement, and I'll just open the cap back up, and we just put a tiny little dab right there, like so. Just something to hold it in place while we're mounting it, just to keep it in line. And I just got to cut these two little top pieces out here and here, and then we'll be ready. So let me finish that and I'll bring you back. All right, so I got the back half cut out, and that's ready. Now I got to cut the glass out, and this doesn't have any starting point or anything, so I'm just following my line, and I'm just gonna be real careful, cautious, and go slow, and just stay right on my line, just to get a cutting point started in there. And then once you get a defined line in it, then you can speed it up a little. So got a pretty fine defined line in there. I can start going a little faster, but I'm gonna go ahead and finish this up off camera, and I still got the other side to cut too. So I'll pause you and bring you back. All right, we're back, and I did successfully get the back window cut out. And we got this ready to go. There's just a little spot where I'm out of focus there. Just a little spot down there where we got a little bit of glue holding it in place. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put this half of the glass up into the car, and then like so, and then we'll just tape it up in there, just to keep it in place. And what that's going to do is get the interior tub to sit in the correct position. And that's why, you know, do it and then like do these things in small increments, because you don't want to get too far off. Let me just grab my tape real quick. And it really doesn't matter what kind of tape. You know, I just using a cheap tape, just something to hold it in place. I'll get the other side taped up. I'll just pause and bring it back. All right, so we got that taped up, and I did reinstall the back piece of the glass that we had cut out, previously, and that was just to make sure that everything's back in the position it was, you know, because if that moves, then you're gonna mess up the alignment of everything. You know, if you got the back window squished in too far, the rest isn't gonna fit. So we did verify that our fitment is in the correct position. So I'll just slip that out, come back out nice and easy. We're gonna put this interior tub in there and get my quick set ready and some super glue, and I'll just use the Tamiya quick set extra thin real quick, and we're just gonna close up the door. Check everything for proper alignment. Get my glasses. So I'm thinking that my glass isn't sitting in the correct location because there's a little spot where I ground this out right here a little bit for this hinge to go into. All right, so that all looks good. You can see it's pretty much touching on the inside there. So we're going to hold it in that position. Of course, I tighten the cap too much to open with one hand. And we'll just kind of get some glue in there. So I just did three quick dabs in there just to hold things in place, and I'll hit it with the inch to set. I think I missed that one. Give that a second to cure off, and then we should be able to open that up, and it should be one with the door. So then after that, we got to go in there. We got to build all this framing that's going to allow the bottom to meet up there. And my glue did not set up. Let me use this Extreme Power medium, because I can get a little bit more on there than I can with the thin set. All right, get the cap back on this. I still got that scratch in my throat going on. It's been a couple weeks now. So try and get you in position there. So I'm gonna just go in here where I put that little bit of glue and just pop that back loose. Stuff is like a plastic weld, I tell you. And kind of glued that top corner there. My glue spread out. So I'm just trying to pin that apart again. There we go. Alright, so everything's still in place. Everything seems to line up pretty good. So we can take our interior tub back out now. And that's already set in position. So we know where we gotta be. So now we just gotta go around and fill it in. Make it as one. And it's hitting a little bit there, so I might have to thin out that edge a little. Or did I get some glue on the back side of it? Oh yeah, I think I got some glue on the back side of it. I think I got some glue on that hinge again too. There we go. Got a little glue on the hinge too, but I'll just sand that up with some sandpaper and it'll be good to go again. But that's what we got. That's our interior panel for the rear door, all lined up. And then when we get the glass in there, obviously we're going to cut this glass down. We're going to try to make it fit in there so it does have a little lip, and that'll be like the top inside of the rear door trim too, or door structure. So that's that. This video is getting kind of long, so I think we're about 20 minutes into it, so I'm gonna cut this here, and I'm gonna try and get another video up this week, so because this ain't gonna take too long. I wasn't able to find a seat for the front, so I think I'm gonna cut this off there, and then we're gonna have to build the back sides of these seats. We're gonna have to fill that back in and make those. So yeah, this would be pretty simple. I'm gonna cut this up with my Dremel tool and using a saw blade bit on that. This thing's old. I've had this for years. So I think I'll do most of the cutting in here with that as much as I can, anyway, and because that's just simpler and it's fun. So until next time, I appreciate you guys, and hope you enjoyed this. Hope it's helpful to some of you, and we'll catch you on the next one. Thanks for watching.